Hello and welcome to the video. Today I'll be taking a look at the G.I. Joe Classified Arctic Mission Storm Shadow. Looking at the front of the package, we have the figure along with all of its accessories. We have some custom character art and the G.I. Joe Classified and Hasbro branding at the bottom. On the side of the package, we have Storm Shadow's file card. He is number 14 in the line, and we have the G.I. Joe branding at the bottom. On the other side, we have some more custom character Storm Shadow art, and on the back, we have some poster art that has both Cobra and G.I. Joe members, along with the vehicles, and we have the Hasbro branding at the bottom. So now let's go ahead and take a look at the accessories that come with the figure. So as you can see, we do have quite a few accessories that come with the Storm Shadow figure. First, we have what appears to be an all-white climbing tool or sickle type of weapon, which has little notches for the handle. We also have a all-white grappling hook, which has a string attached to it to double as rope. We also have a all-white arrow, which has some detail added to the tail to give it a nice feather type of design. We have a black and gold bow, which has a handle at the center, and we have notches placed at the top and the bottom. On the quiver, we have at the top some black and gold arrows, and we do have a small hole at the center for the sword's sheath to slot into. We have the Arashi Kage symbol at the bottom, which is painted in gold and has a very nice clean look to it. On the other side, we have the peg that slots into the back of the figure. And finally, we have Storm Shadow's sword, and I am impressed with the design that we can see on the handle as well as the sheath all around. And if we were to open up and take a look at the sword, we can see the Arashi Kage symbol that's present just above the handle. Now there is a small groove that's been added that goes all the way along to the top of the sword, which helps add a little bit of detail. And if you look closer on the sword, we have a little bit of texture, which is present on both sides. So now let's go ahead and take a look at the figure and its articulation. So here we have the Arctic Mission Storm Shadow figure. Let's go ahead and take a closer look, starting from the top. Looking at the hood, we've got some texture going all the way around. Unfortunately, with the hood, while it does sit pretty decently in this position, as soon as I move the head forward, you can see that it does raise up. So thankfully, we are able to completely remove the hood. So let's take a closer look at the head sculpt, and we can see some nice texture applied to the mask here. We've got some lines as well for detail. And let's take a closer look at these eyes. Really nice paint application, along with some slight definition around the bridge of the nose and around the brow to help finish off an angry, intense type of expression here on Storm Shadow. We have some of the white armor at the bottom of the neck here. We have these golden black straps connecting the chest plate to the back. And again, we've got some little detail lines here, as well as texture on these straps. We've got the line work here on the chest plate, as well as the Arashi Kage symbol painted in gold. We do have these white blobs that have been applied underneath the chest, which are also present on the bicep. And if we take a look at the back, we have some here on the back. We also have a little bit of gold and gray paint, which also has some texture to it, as well as here in the middle of the back. And on the back of the arms, we can see we have two different types of textures going here on the tricep and around by the bicep and the forearm. And we also have a little bit of detail work done on the wrist, as well as the knuckles as well. So that's pretty cool. Looking at the waist, we have a little bit of gold for the buckle, some black here for the design, some nicely detailed pouches going all around the figure. And we've got some different textures going for the robe aspect here. and in the back. Looking at the pants, again, we've got full texture going on, all the way down onto the armor for the calves and on the feet. And if we take a look at the articulation for the head, he does go down. He does look up, but he is impeded slightly by the neck armor. So we do have the chicken head action going. So if we were to push the head back slightly and over the armor, we can get him to look up a bit more. We've got some slight tilting here on the head. The neck moves fully around as well as the head itself. We have some butterfly joints by the shoulders. Shoulder can move up there. Now the flaps, they move independently of the arm, so we are able to manipulate to get the arm to go up, so that's not too bad. We do have the full bicep rotation. We've got double jointed elbows to help move the arms up closer to the shoulder. We have wrist rotation, and we're able to move the wrist up and down slightly. There we go. Looking at the chest and torso, pretty decent range to move backwards. And then you can click him forwards slightly. Got some tilting. And the waist does move all the way around. Pretty decent range to move the legs out to the sides. We do have some hip movement here for the legs to go up and down slightly. We do have full rotation at the thigh. We've got some double jointed knees to help the foot move all the way to the back. Unfortunately, there is no calf rotation on this figure, but we do have the hinge at the ankle, and then we have the pivot for the foot. So overall, while not my preferred version of Storm Shadow, the Arctic Mission version still has a decent look to it. The color scheme is nice, however, I would have preferred it without the white blobs that are present under the chest, biceps, and back, which would have helped maintain an overall cleaner look to the figure. It would have been great to have that extra calf rotation for a bit more posability, and maybe have slightly more paint detail on the all-white accessories like the climbing axe and arrow. Well, this has been my review of the G.I. Joe Classified Arctic Mission Storm Shadow figure. I hope you liked the video, and thank you very much for watching.